Magandang ehemplo ba kayo sa kabataan?
Yes,
Sa
I restored public order in my city and everybody is safe.
Anong posisyon sa gabinete ang ibibigay nyo sa babae?
Tourism, pati, well, if she is really bright, finance, any
Name your
position.
top campaign contributors. Sino siya?
Nasa bukid, ma'am.
On the first year of the administration of President Rodrigo Duterte, he signed Executive Order Number 5 or the Ambition Natin 2040 that focuses for the 25-year long-term vision for the country to eradicate poverty. Also that year, the board approved 17 projects of the administration, such as the Plaridel Bypass Road, which the public started using on 2018, and the North-South Railway project that has not stopped procurement and construction until this year when COVID-19 pandemic hit the country. On the second year of his term in 2018, the National Economic and Development Authority or NEDA reported the strongest economic growth since 1970, in which the economy was growing at least 6% for 14 consecutive quarters. This is due to the progressive trade, increased infrastructure construction and manufacturing. It was in 2019 when the inflation rate stays at 2.5%, and the Department of Labor and Employment said the number of employment Filipinos rose and unemployment fell 4.5%. When it comes to tax revenues, around 2.85 trillion was collected in 2018, 15.2% higher than in 2017. Despite the progress, Duterte's administration was also tested with calamities and crises. From Marawi siege, in which martial law was declared by President Duterte that lasted until December 2018, the eruption of the Al volcano, when the government spent more than 208 million for the assistance of the victims, until the latest COVID-19 pandemic that hit the country since early this year. Under the signed Bayanihan to Heal as One Act, the government allocated 275 billion budget for the aid, quarantine facilities, and the testing centers. Yet, in spite of the pandemic, the country was included on the top 20 global coronavirus innovation map, or the countries with the most innovative solutions to fight COVID-19. Karen Villanda for The Nation.
Halfway through the 6-year term of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, much has already been done. But the administration continues to push the envelope. When the president assumed office, he ushered in an era of change and has brought about progress that the Filipinos have longed for and deserve. Today, the president continues to deliver on the promises he has made, ensuring continuous and smooth delivery of government services to the public. One of the first actions of President Duterte to promote government transparency is the signing of Executive Order Number 2, establishing the first Freedom of Information program in the country. To connect the people and boost economic growth, the Duterte administration has prioritized and continues to focus on infrastructure development. Through the Build, Build, Build program, multiple infrastructure projects are well underway, with several more in the pipeline. President Duterte's other socio-economic policies have also shown their effectiveness, with the policies bearing fruit as the Philippine economy has seen much improvement through the years, when the president began his term up to the present. Since the government values the health and the lives of all Filipinos, healthcare is among its major priorities. In 2019, the President signed the Universal Healthcare Law, which will enroll all Filipinos under the government's healthcare program. To supplement the delivery of health services, several malasakit centers were also established throughout the country. Education is another sector that is important to the government. President Rodrigo Duterte in 2018 signed the Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education Act, or the Free Tuition Law. The land reform program of the administration has also seen much success, as the Department of Agrarian Reform has set an all-time record of 60,000 hectares of land distributed with certificates of land ownership. As the president wants to continue preserving the safety and the security of the nation, the campaign against illegal drugs continues. prioritizing the rehabilitation of drug dependents. The President has also created the National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict and designated cabinet secretaries as cabinet officers for regional development and security, or CORDS, and they will oversee the implementation of basic services and peace initiatives for their assigned region. In reporting and presenting the truth, some journalists have inevitably faced threats and risked their lives. To safeguard media practitioners, the President created the Presidential Task Force on Media Security through Administrative Order Number 1. To achieve the goal of attaining lasting peace in Mindanao, President Duterte signed the Bangsamoro Organic Law, creating the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. To preserve and sustain the environment, the government has initiated programs such as the rehabilitation of Boracay Island and the cleanup of Manila Bay. To further the Philippines' foreign relations, the President has pursued an independent foreign policy. The government continues to adopt a friends to all, enemies to none approach. These policy efforts extend to overseas Filipino workers. Filipinos working abroad continue to express their strong support and approval for President Duterte. In 2018, the Overseas Filipino Bank was launched with the aim of providing financial products and services especially created to cater to more than 10 million OFWs. Through all these initiatives, President Rodrigo Duterte has gained the trust and confidence of the public and continues to enjoy an overwhelming positive rating from the Filipinos. For the remainder of his term, expect the President to intensify the government's efforts to be able to provide a comfortable life for all Filipinos, to bring about true and lasting change, and leave behind a legacy that will continue to benefit our country and our people for generations to come.